So let's zoom in and take a closer look. And yeah, right there, that is the brake line. And if you think that's the only place, no, it was in multiple places.
3, 2, 1.
Good day everyone, GarageKing here, and yes, that was a bad brake line. It was leaking in one place with a few places to follow. So here's the master cylinder. We want to make sure we don't go below this level. We don't want to get air in the system, so we're going to top off our master cylinder. Here is the brake line that I'm going to use, and we're actually going to modify it to do a custom brake line anyway. So what you're going to need is a universal fitting kit, and the reason you need that is you have to plug the part where you disconnect your line so you don't lose all of the fluid, because you definitely don't want it running dry when you're doing the actual brake repair, because that means you're gonna have to bleed the master cylinder, and that is just another job on its own. So here you can see I was able to get my flare nut wrench in just to loosen it, and now I have a stubby wrench because it is kind of tight in there. And the stubby wrench just allows a quick access and just makes for a much easier and more enjoyable job, if I can say that. Now look at all the fluid that is coming out. So if we don't plug this, the master cylinder will eventually run dry. So we're gonna pull the brake line out, and there is that little part that I was able to get from my kit. I'm gonna screw it in here, just give it a little bit of a snug up. Definitely doesn't have to be tight. I mean, we're not driving the vehicle, but it'll just prevent any fluid loss. And now the next step is we can work on our brake line. So we gotta remove it. So now I'm at the back of the vehicle, again with my flare nut wrench, and I'm going to break it free. And you'll see, I'll lay out the brake line in a minute, and this brake line, I forget how many feet long it was, but it was quite long. And if you're curious, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this vehicle that I'm working on? Well, it's my Volkswagen Vanagon. And you can see here in the picture just how long this brake line was, and probably due to the fact that it was in a van. Now, the other thing I just showed you a quick snapshot there was I had a measuring tape, and definitely a good idea to get a measuring tape so when you're forming your new line, you can try to do it as close as possible to the factory line. I found that for the best result, what I did is I just laid the new line down to the factory line, and I just bent it and mirrored the factory line as best that I could. So now I'm installing the new line. You can see here, I'm threading it in. It's very important to make sure that you do start it by hand first. You definitely don't want to cross thread it and damage any threads, especially in my case right here. This would be the proportioning valve, which is probably no longer available on this old VW. And here you can see the brake line, or not the brake line, the brake fluid actually was able to clean it up a little bit. So obviously the line that I bought was a little bit too short. So now I got my cutoff tool here. I'm tightening it up. I'm gonna go around a few times. Once it feels like it's getting looser, then I will tighten it again, and I will keep doing that until it cuts the line. Next step is very important. You want to make sure you remove any burrs. So you're going to want to remove burrs on the inside and outside. So here's a tool which will remove them on the inside. And then I'll show you another tool right here. This is going to remove any burrs on the outside. And then we're going to use a special tool and make the flare. So this is a Mastercool set I got on Amazon. I did pay for it with my own money. This video is not sponsored. I had to pay for it, and believe me, it wasn't cheap. But anyway, it is an awesome, awesome tool. So first things first, put the fitting on, and make sure you remember to put the fitting on, or you're just gonna have to cut the end off and do it all over again. Then you're gonna place your line into this instrument or machine or whatever you wanna call it. You're gonna have to center it. You can see here it has this little tab thing that I flipped over, and that is for the distance. Then you're gonna grab the proper die, you're gonna insert it, make sure it's all lined up here so nothing is binding. And next up, what you're going to do is you're going to tighten it. Now this vehicle took bubble flares, but let me know what type of flare tool you use. I used an old style tool, and I must say this thing is a game changer, and you can do like transmission lines, you can do tons of stuff with it. So I absolutely loved it. Okay, now here you go. Here's where the magic happens. So you just spin the handle so it gets nice and tight, and then what happens next is hydraulic action. So we're going to close the valve right here, and then we're going to pump it up. I'll zoom in a little bit and watch this when I'm pumping it up. It is so easy, and you can totally tell when it bottoms because it's hydraulic. So it's no different than using a hydraulic press, like you know, and then you know obviously not to overdo it. I'm gonna undo the valve. You can see there it came back. Now I'm gonna take it all apart, and I want you to take a look at the quality of the flare. And it's absolutely phenomenal. If you look at this, it looks just like the pre-made lines. And that was one of the reasons I bought a pre-made line. So after buying this tool, to be honest, I wish I never had bought these pre-made lines, because I would have rather used one long piece, not used the union here. Like you can see here, I'm using a union. And the problem for me was I didn't want to waste the pre-made lines that I already bought, and I couldn't return them because I already bent it. So anyway, I had no idea the union, or not the union, I had no idea the flare would have turned out so nice using this machine, because normally when you have to do them with the normal hand crank one, they just don't seem to come out as nice. So I was just super impressed by it. And anyway, I'll know for next time, and I'm sure there's going to be another vehicle that I'm going to be working on. Anyway, sorry for rambling on. Let's just get back to the video. You can see there's the union. It looks great. Now, if we pan under, let's just take a good look at everything. You can see it's following how the factory was. Make sure you go into the clips if you have the factory clips. I'll show you later what happened with one of the clips, but it's very important. And the reason is if the brake line is not secured very well, how it was from the factory, it can rub, and then the problem is it can actually wear through, believe it or not. So you can see here how I was able to bend it. It wasn't the easiest, but I think it turned out really well, and there's like no kinks in it. So I was very, very happy the way that it turned out. Let's keep panning through here. Let's go to the front of the vehicle and take a look. You can see here it's gonna come right through there. Now this clip is broken, really wasn't happy about it. I'll show you how I fix that later. And there you can see there's the front where it goes in. So back to the clip. We do have some problems here because it's no longer made by Volkswagen, but you know what? I was able to find an online seller that had new old stock, or NOS. So that was great. I ordered from them. You can see there's a little bit of rust under there. Wasn't happy about that, so I did utilize some touch up. Here's the new old stock. This is awesome. I ordered 10 of them because you just never know when you're gonna need them in the future. It was a perfect direct replacement, and now I can secure the line properly as if it was secured from the factory, so I have no issues. Anyway, that's it for the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. I am a GarageKing. I do hope you enjoyed this video once again. And if you have any stories about a tough brake line that you've tackled and somehow won, or maybe didn't win, please leave it in the comments below. I do answer all of my comments, and I truly enjoy engaging with viewers. Anyway, that is it for the video. Hopefully you all have a great day. Thanks, everyone.